Hello and welcome to Hive Reads. Alright, so it is October and we can't let the month pass us by without talking about scary books. So today I'm going to talk about a few titles that we have on our new shelves. So what's new in horror, crime, I'll talk about some scary sci-fi, some dark fantasy, and even some general fiction books that have creepy vibes. This is Other Words for Smoke by Sarah Maria Griffin. This is about love and rivalry in a family of magicians, and it's also about a house that maybe you can't trust. This is a sort of odd horror book. It's sort of a challenge or a puzzle. The text features some bold type. There are footnotes. Some chapters are in second-person narration, so they're directed at you, the reader, but you're not quite sure who you are. So this is a little bit of a strange horror novel. Up next, we have a nonfiction title that's new. It is called The Serial Killer Files by Paul Simpson. And this book features 33 cases of serial killers who don't seem to fit the typical serial killer profile. So it features some well-known serial killers, some lesser known. The text is organized by country, so by the country of where the killer is from. It also includes some primary sources, where the research comes from, and an index. So if you're looking for a specific person or a specific place, this would be a great place to start. Here we have Brown Girl Ghosted by Mintie. This is a crime mystery horror. So Violet lives two lives. The one where she stays on mean girl Naomi's good side, and the one where she trains in supernatural techniques with the ghosts of her ancestors. When Naomi's murdered, only Violet has the power and the skills to find the culprit, and she has to find the culprit, or else she is next. Ghost Hunter's Daughter by Dan Poblocki. This is a classic ghost mystery horror. So Claire Holliday's dad is a TV ghost hunter, a little bit of a local celebrity, and Lucas Kent talks to ghosts and disapproves of ghost hunting. When Claire's dad disappears, the two have to join forces in order to save him. Up next, we have a crime thriller. This is called The Silence of Bones by June Her. It is also a historical novel. It is set in the year 1800 in Korea. 16-year-old Sol is assisting in the investigation of a high-profile murder. When her investigation partner becomes the prime suspect, Sol must decide if her silence and obedience are worth her life. Up next, we have a science fiction thriller. This is called Fractured Tide. It is by Leslie Karen Lutz. When a scuba wreck dive goes wrong, Sia finds herself on a deserted island with her brother, her crush, and her crush's ex-boyfriend. But the island is also not what it seems. This book is written as letters from Sia to Sia's dad, who is in prison. It is a survival and a monster thriller, and again has some science fiction aspects. Red Hood by Elana K. Arnold is a twist on the Little Red Riding Hood story. So 16-year-old Bisou learns of her legacy as a wolf hunter, but people have questions when she has blood on her hands, and people from the town are dying. So this is again a feminist fantasy retelling. There are some similarities to the Little Red Riding Hood story, but don't expect the woodcutter to save everyone's lives. And finally, we have Agnes at the End of the World by Kelly McWilliams. Agnes is a dutiful follower of the Prophet in the cult that she grew up in, unlike her sister Beth, who questions the cult's laws and authority. A pandemic in the outside world forces the Prophet and the followers underground, but Agnes is learning about the outside world and learns about the lies that she grew up believing. So this one is set up as dual narration. Chapters go back and forth between Agnes and Beth. There are also some sci-fi elements to this, and again, it centers around the life in a religious cult. Right, so there you have it. Hopefully one or more of those titles sounds like something you'd like to read. Remember, you can always chat or text us to ask for a book recommendation. You can visit us and browse the shelves, or you can request a library takeout on our website and we will pick out some books for you. Okay, happy reading. Bye.